3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 15 now. Jones trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. Because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. He's got Bellinger. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Throwing Jones. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll buy some time right. Montgomery, another targeted catch. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who simply tried to do too much last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2nd down. Here's Barkley again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Terrace Marshall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll look to throw again. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones to the goal line. line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Gano's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
Cole Kmet started to look like the second-round pick Chicago made in 2020, catching 60 passes for over 600 yards. Both of those are the most for a Bears tight end since 2014. Certainly hoping to build on those numbers this season with plays like that.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields.
And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Fields now to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Play action. It's Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, the Bears and the Giants both looking to improve their passing games in 2022, that's for sure. Last year, the Bears ranked number 30 in the NFL in passing yards. The Giants actually one spot worse at number 31.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Got an open man. It's Pringle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Now Fields.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Again, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Fields. For left side, taken in by Komet.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Touchdown! Cole Komet as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Santos with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Man open is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On 2nd and a yard, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Montgomery. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, Montgomery. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears just continue to roll. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
To throw is Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
picked off by Xavier McKinney. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On second down, here's Barkley. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That's complete to Mooney. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Jones.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Xavier McKinney
in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Marshall.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now Jones on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Here's Fields.
He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Fields on 1st down.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the set.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bears, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the...
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your...
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. And I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star.